Hey everyone, in this Street Fighter 6 how to do critical arts video, I'm going to show you exactly that. Critical arts look like this. Youch. So to do critical arts, what you need is a few things to be fulfilled before they'll actually be able to be activated. The first thing is your health bar needs to be at less than 25%. So you can see my health bar at the top is indeed at that point. The other thing is your drive gauge needs to be fully charged with all 6 bars full. So you can see just beneath my health bar at the top left, I've got these 6 flashing green and yellow little bars. Once that's done, down the bottom left-hand side, you should see that critical art starts flashing, or CA, and that's when you can perform the critical art. The final thing you need to know is how to do the move to perform the critical art, and for that you need to look at the command list. So in the training mode where I'm at the minute, I just hit the pause button, and if I go over to the basic settings, have a little look at command list, and then look at super arts. Now there are 3 super arts, and these will all say that you've done a critical art if you fire them out. However, by far the most powerful is the last one here. So just let me move my camera across for you. So you can see that's the moves under the classic control. The other thing I want to show you is if you want to make your life a lot easier, you can start getting used to modern controls. So I'm switching between this with left trigger, right trigger to see the moves. And you can see for that it's just down and Y and B, which is much easier to pull off than that bad boy there. But of course, it just depends on whether you like to have a challenge or not. This is old school. This is the more modern one. So entirely up to you if you want to be fighting away with lots of controls or whether you want to take it easy and go with the more simple ones like this. One thing to bear in mind is looking at these control types doesn't change the control type that your character is currently on. For that, you need to back out and then have a little look at your environment settings. And here you can see the player 1 character select. I've currently got Ryu set to classic. So I'll just move back on the left side so you can see a little bit better. So if I select that there, pick the character and then go to control type. So if I want it modern, that's now done, and I back out. And then what we should see is I've changed also color there as well. And then if I try the modern controls, there is the super art again. Very nice. So what I want to show you now is how you get into this training mode, just so you can get used to using the critical arts, and we'll have a little look at how you pick characters and all that sort of stuff and set everything up. So here I am on the root menu, and what you want to do is move your left stick so you're selecting fighting ground and press A, and then move into practice here on the left hand side and then use training. So confirm for me is A. If it's a different button that shows bottom left for you, X on the PlayStation, then you can pick whether you want to be on the left side or the right side by moving your left stick either left or right. And we're going to be fighting against the CPU here. Now it will save what I had before, so I'm going to show you how I set that up. We can pick different stages here, so I'm just going to pick that stage with A, and then pick a character, so I'm going to pick Ryu. I'll go with costume 2 that I've got unlocked, and modern type I'll go here just for argument's sake, just to show it's nice and easy to switch between them. So once I'm happy with that, I press A. And then we can go and pick a different character. So let's go with Ken, just to show you that's what I set up at the start. And then when we're in this point, this is where we can begin to practice. So remember, in the modern type, it was just down and Y and B for me to do the critical art. So let's just do that again, just to show you. So how did I set this up? Because everything's already set up as we needed it. So if you hit the pause button when you're on this page, you'll have all these different areas that you can access between LB and RB. And the ones that we're interested in, the parameter settings, if you set this vitality gauge to 20%, so you just move left and right here with either the D-pad or the left stick, then that's the first factor of the critical art done. The drive gauge is naturally set to 6 already, so you didn't need to do anything there. But if you watch here, if I just set it to 30% and come out, look bottom left, it no longer says CA, so I can't fire out the critical art. I can do the standard super move, but it won't do the damage of a critical art. So if we go back to here and just change that to 20%, you'll see now it flashes as critical art. I can do that. Just to show you as well, if we look at the moves, so if we go all the way across to basic settings and then have a little look at command list and super arts, these are the different ones. So you can see there's 3 different super arts, and all of these will flash as a critical move. So I'll show you a different one, just a simpler one, the Shinku Hadouken. And you can see they're very simple on modern, so it's right YB or left YB or down YB. So I'll just do the first one. So we'll do that. So if you look bottom left, it flashed up critical art, but it didn't do that much damage. So the last one is the one that you want to be firing out, because that's the one that does the most damage. So if you want to switch character in this mode, that's really easy to do as well. If you hit the pause button, and then when you're on this page, if you just keep going across until you see this page, the environment settings, here you can choose your start position, side setting, etc. Character select is what we're interested in though. And if you pick a different character, you don't have to go through all the root menu again. So let's have a little look, for example, at Cammy. And we'll go with her control type as modern, just so I can fire out the move nice and easy. And we'll go with Chun-Li as her rival. And once we're happy with that, just back out with B. So that'd be circle on the PlayStation. So I can use the same modern control move, so down and YB. So that would be triangle circle on the PlayStation. And most characters seem to use the similar controls for those critical arts. So if you hit the pause button and then have a little look at the controls. So one thing to bear in mind is select the character, come out and let the character change. Otherwise, when you look at the command list, it won't have updated. So when we look at the command list here, you can see all of these are the same really. That looks like, yeah, all the same. And then if we want to switch to a different character, again, we can do the same thing. So we go here, whoops. Oh, we're doing there, standard. Just pick another character. Ken's one looked pretty cool. Actually, I'll show you Dalsim because that's quite cool as well. I'll put that on modern. And we'll go against Eddie Honda. And then we'll come back out of there. There you go. And there you go. So there's all sorts of other stuff you can learn to adjust in this training mode, but that's how to do critical arts. I hope that was useful to you. If you want to come out of this mode as well, you just hit the menu button and then you can go all the way over to there and then go to return to mode select, yes. And then that'll take you back to here. And if you want to come out of here back to the root menu, just hit B to go back or circle. So there you go, my friends. That's how to do it. I hope that was useful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments welcome, but that's how to do critical arts. I'll also put a playlist up at the end of this video that gives you more Street Fighter 6 tutorials. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe to help me support the channel. That would be awesome. I don't just cover Street Fighter 6, but many other games as well. I've got loads planned for the rest of the year as well. But you'll find all sorts of stuff on here, from sports games to action games to, you know, everything really. So I hope you like what you see. Thanks.